Are you following a Super Rugby Pacific team? Stick around and I'll share my predictions for your team in round one. Hey everyone, it's Coach H here and you've found Inspired by Union, a channel where I discuss Southern Hemisphere rugby. Let's dive right in. Well, Super Rugby Pacific has certainly snuck up on us, and this week I'll be previewing an absolute cracker, a rematch of last year's final. The Chiefs, Crusaders go up against each other. I'll also touch on the other games this week. The Chiefs, bridesmaids in 23, they've made no secret across the preseason that they're still wounded from the home final loss. Expect fireworks round one. With the well-balanced side, the franchise will look to offset its player losses by elevating from within. Gone is the heartbeat of the forward pack in Brodie Retallick, and Sam Cane is in the Northern Hemisphere on sabbatical. This means there is opportunities for players to elevate themselves into the starting lineup. We see Boshier find his way into the 7 jersey after a quality preseason to date. Damian McKenzie has boldly made a statement that he wants the All Blacks 10 jersey. What better way as a dress rehearsal than to boss the Crusaders around at home? Quinn Tupaia returns from a horrific injury and look for him to settle into a combination with the experienced and reliable Anton Leonard-Brown. The Crusaders. This side know it's more important to win the last game of the season rather than the first, and they'll have the philosophy that this is a new group whilst being aware that the Chiefs are out for a get square. With the incomparable Richie Mo'unga plying his trade in the land of the rising sun, the sum of the parts rather than any X factor will be relied upon by this franchise. Kamara and Reihana will be tasked with only doing their job and not expected to do anything else as they find their feet running the show at super level. Again, boasting a world-class propping rotation, absolute beast in the skipper, Scooter Barrett in the second row, and industrious loose forwards, the pack again has the makeup to go toe-to-toe with the best forwards in the competition. Luckless Will Jordan and the injured Lee Halfpenny are losses, but that's offset by the return of the industrious, high work rate, high tempo player in Sevu Reece. Will the selfless David Havili go into 10 or 15 at some stage throughout the year? It's the Chiefs to get underway with the Chocolates in round one, a win by 7 or less. The Brumbies versus the Rebels. I expect the Brumbies to hit the ground running in 24. Look for Noah Lolesio and Carter Gordon in the battle of the tens as they go head to head. The Rebels have recruited extremely well in 24, and this could be their best side on paper to date. It's a real shame that they could be extinct by season's end. The Brumbies take this game by less than 12. The Hurricanes versus the Force. Two sides with attacking mindset. This game has all the ingredients to be match of the round. The Force have recruited well and are building nicely in the West. The Hurricanes, they enjoy life on the road, starting off their season with 2 games on tour. I'm picking the Canes to get the cookies and an open running affair by less than 7. The Blues versus Fijian Ndrua. A tricky assignment for the well-performed pre-season story that is the Blues. Fijian Ndrua will enjoy great support in Whangarei, and there's been a number of Fijian greats have plied their trade in the light blue of the Taniwha over the seasons. Rationale tells me the Blues will have too much grunt up front. They'll get the job done in a high-scoring affair. The Blues by 7. The Highlanders versus Moana Pacifica. The Southern men were up and about early and found form in the preseason. High tempo and ball retention have been traits of the Highlanders thus far in 24, and they will give the locals hope after a comfortable win by 12 points. The Waratahs versus the Reds. two provinces that rise to the occasion whenever they face off against each other. The Reds looked well organised in a pre-season win between the two sides. The Waratahs will have worked out their kinks, and they'll take this encounter by suffocating the Reds at the breakdown. It's the Tars by 3 in a Dowler affair, and Joe Schmidt will be sending a message to the franchises to really express themselves in the derbies ahead. If you're finding these insights helpful, please consider smashing that subscribe button and pressing the bell for more content every week. Remember, this is just a brief preview for your team in round 1 of Super Rugby Pacific. I wish you and your teams best of luck. Go well out there in the rugby universe. I'm Coach H, and you've been watching Inspired by Union.